freedom from the deep state, NSA, CIA, FBI, freedom from Zionist American Saudi puppet stooges, freedom from the Zionist Muslim show in America. Now you got to remember where we are and where they are. We're right here daily, weekly, monthly, trying to enhance the people's understanding of the reality in which we're living. But things are being dealt our way that we have to respond to those things properly during our time. So we're in a heavily evolutionary period. Now, the brother passed out these age of repression. He passed them out to scare everybody. What do you mean to scare everybody? To show everybody what they're up against. And these people have never failed. I didn't look at it like that. I said, thank you very much. But we already got the information. But there's a few things that we didn't have. The letters to H. Rap Brown, we knew they existed. The letters from Ron Karinga and the pictures and the posters. A few of those things we didn't have. We knew they existed. We knew how it happened. So they passed this out to scare everybody. That's what their job was. And it worked. Because to show people this is what you're up against. Now suppose you're part of a little crew, 2, 3 people, and you look at that, you're going to say, man, that ain't going to work what we're trying to do. Looks too big. And for me, I don't know how many times they've done it. They show you, this is what we got. This is what we're going to do, nigga. Yeah. What do we say? Thank you very much, boss man. I sure appreciate that. But you're a human being, or semi-human being. If you can come up with something, a nigga can come up with something. Yeah. That's why, look, do the math, keep score. How often do we win? How often do we forecast? How often do we lose, and who's right or wrong? I'm sorry, it's us every time. Anything they do is going to enhance us. So the COINTEL program, they will use it literally. This is the one, 11-15-60, Group Seeking Independence from Puerto Rico, Counterintelligence Program, Subversive Control. It is believed that upon instituting a counterintelligence program in this field, efforts should be directed to the following aims in mind. Now, they have 3 things right here. Actually, just a few more. Disruption and discord. In December 1st, 2013, when we had our first program, by the numbers, this is exactly what Mukhtar was doing. Why? He knew I knew it verbatim, and I would see exactly what he was doing, and I would be burning up mad, and I would try to prove he's the police and everything. Whatever it is, I'd be discombobulated. Disruption and discord. Him and Khadijah, Bonnie and Clyde, walked in the door, hollering and talking trash. Just you, them. Number 2, creating doubts as to the wisdom of remaining in the independence movement. Number 3, causing defections from the independence movement. Also, the suggestion of money, creating doubts as to the wisdom and the method of handling the money. So that's when he came out and he said, Imam Musa, you spending the, what did say?
Believers' money.
The believer's money. I didn't hardly say much except we used to this. Exploiting factionalism within the organization. Remember, if there's no factionalism, they just create factionalism. He's there creating factionalism. He takes everything he says and put it on the thing right away. Later on, Zayd Shaka told him to take it off because all you see me saying is, relax. Everybody take it easy. We've seen all of this before. They're just talking. So, Abdul Malik said that Zayd Shaka gave Mukhtar $1,000 to take it down. We don't care what he gave. Don't have nothing to do with us. Question the indiscriminate use of the organization's money. Right back here. Questioning the indiscriminate use of an organization's money. You got to remember, 10% rule. I'll bring them next week. That's the name of it. Remember 10% rule? That we went from, see, nobody was actually even paying attention because nobody called here and asked nobody, how is the money handled there? In the khutbah, we would say, well, we have our friend or so-and-so, and we're going to help with that. And then we come back and say, well, I got the slip, I passed it out to everybody. It says $681. We was down to $681. But we got back up. So people, according to him, we're abusing and misusing the money. The only thing is, the accounts, you know, they tried to change and they stopped taking my Section 8 check and made me change get an account in Clarence Reeves, because on the Masjid al-Islam account it says Masjid al-Islam Clarence Reeves, so they could take, I could put my check in there. Guess what? What he was talking about, I was stealing my Section 8 checks, which go into Masjid al-Islam accounts, add up to double what he was talking about, right? It's not only that, but books we sell, work that we do. One thing about Oakland, they never raised one dime, and they never brought one dime here. But we always helped them. Shoot, it was just couple of years that we had just paid their taxes. Can you imagine? We have no job, we have no income and no nothing, and we paid $48,900 and something dollars. Either on the 27th of January, 2005. Can you imagine? From here, we paid. Nobody said you're abusing the believer's money. Bonnie and Clyde didn't have no money, and we put $35,000 in their account. I hate to keep mentioning money, but if you notice, whatever you do here, you don't get no money for that. Whatever you do here, you don't get no money for that.
Don't expect to.
Right.
Whatever I do, I ain't never, if I took a salary as a manager, let's say I believe I'm worth as a manager at least $10,000 a month. A minimum. If I took a salary, we wouldn't have nothing. That's the way they were supposed to be, but we just gave them a break and we'd send them money all the time. And they have a fundraiser. We take see, there's records and all out of Masjid al-Islam account here and take them a cashier's check. $35,000 here or $30,000 there. Cashier's check. Rajab Ali do all the fundraising, and I gave him, he's up there making the fundraising. He says, and someone has given us a check for $35,000. So sure, everybody can see behind him in the check. Okay, we're going to get away from, I was just showing you the pattern of behavior. They know we would recognize this pattern of behavior, therefore, we're going to make them mad. We're going to make you mad. Didn't work. Nothing worked. What I want everybody to understand is that everybody else thinks this is very grave and very complicated. Once you get souped up in your deen and you keep moving like that, Allah gonna hook you up. I'm telling you. Like all of this stuff, I'm not saying we don't have any input, but we'll just say one input, 99. In other words, trying to remember all of that stuff and act on this, it's all coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the way we feel about it. Yes, we do our work. Yes, we do our study. Yes, we do our reading. Yes, yes, yes. But so does other people. And it don't come out worth nothing. This is coming like this is because it's our time. It's the time of the Muslims. And now, the reason we're still here, we want to kind of get y'all in the spirit of great evolution. Remember, during this period, during this transition, we want to evolve to the state, to the size of a mid-state like Mexico. When we talk about world-class leadership, we want to be in that arena where we now have to use our ability, our energy. Look what the people are doing. If you waiting for a change, what's this little boy in Sacramento? Shooting puts police back in focus. Back in focus, the police ain't never been out of focus. They always been, you know, this is a Sacramento shooting.
20 shots.
Yeah. In his grandmother's backyard. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Here's one they got. False confessions, mistaken witness, corrupt officials, putting the innocent in jail. This brother here, when did he go to penitentiary? I think he come out with 42 years, so let me see. I want to find. This is 1980 DNA. DNA is getting people out of jail. This brother here, based on the half, only 2 others listed. Oh yeah, last summer, more than 41 years after being convicted in the murder of a school teacher. He was convicted, yeah. Ledura Watkins, 61, was cleared of murder last year in Michigan, more than 41 years after he was convicted. Okay. He was a young guy, so he's 61. But look at those 41 years of his life. So he had kids. ready to die themselves. Another guy here, he had to wait 46 years, another one 52 years. And a lot of it is just blaming Negroes for anything, and then they just happen to look back at the DNA. They say it couldn't have been a Negro, the DNA was from somebody else. Suppose some of the people is throwing Texas, a lot of they trying to throw all their stuff away. Yeah, so you can't go back and check it out. Corrupt witnesses, corrupt everything. He looked, yes, looks like him. That's him. They done rigged everything. They done rigged, what's the thing when you walk in there, the light behind the lights, the lineup. Man, they rig all that stuff. And the people say, it was him. I said, me, how I was in Portland, Oregon. What are you talking about? That don't make no difference. We got your dead rights, Rings. I said, the only thing is, I just happen to have an airplane ticket and a hotel registration, or I'd be up the creek for anything they say. That's why I keep everything, all kind of receipts, everything. I keep them, I got them for decades. Because if I go on a trip, I'm going to get the bridge ticket, because this is where I was. If they come around me in 5 years and say you did this, I said, what time did it happen? Well, it happened at 3 o'clock on Saturday, that day. I said, well, at 3:15, where was it at? Yeah, I was in Chicago. I said, well, I was crossing the bridge over there near Annapolis at 3 o'clock. So I was a magic nigga. Because I go to Chicago, zoop, and zoop right back. You know, that's why I notice all of this stuff. That's why I keep records and notes of everything. Triplets, quadruplets, to avoid setups. They will set you up just like ain't nothing happening and all you're doing is lying. But anyway, we're going to move toward a close. Freedom from Zionist control. Freedom from Zionist American Saudi puppets and stooges. Freedom from Muslim Zionist show. You know, all the Negroes we talk about all the time. Imagine, what do they talk about? All this stuff going on? All this stuff going on. Some of our friends, I was down in, one of the curly-headed crew was down in Houston. So, that's when I was on remember the phony Shia brothers down from Carolina was trying to take me all over a few years ago. You remember the brothers? Well, I've been knowing them since the early 80s. I met them in Houston back in 81, 82. And I knew who they was then. They was the police then, they still the police. So every time I got, anyway, so I'm giving, not khutbah. Shias have the Salatul Jummah, then they have a period in between, then they pray Asr. So I gave a spiel, and I gave a spiel on Houston. That's one of the tapes there, it's called Houston. And I was telling them, I tell them this is how in 82, y'all was giving all that money away to Negroes and trying to help. And these Negroes stole the money and turned you against Negroes, on and on and on. And I might have told them about one of the curly-headed crew, Brother Hashim Alauddin. Hashim came from our Masjid from Berkeley. He's a nosy Shia. Boy, is he nosy. All the people in Iran, all the Qum, all so anyway. told him, I said, yeah, well, Hashem is the police. I sat here as long as I could at the Ghazali school, and I sit there and hear him talk all that black power and the black movement. I said, he's married to an Iranian. He had action at all the pretty little girls that was Muslims at Berkeley. And he said in our masjid, you could not melt a black woman and pour her on me. That's what he said. I said, and he's sitting up in the class talking black power. I said, I couldn't stand it. Now I'm telling you. I said, and all that so-called unity, I say unity 1 minute and fitna the next. I said, he come from our masjid. I said, we know him. So all of a sudden, all the old-time Iranians, it was homeboys of mine. They wanted to have dinner. We met at a restaurant. They was all defending Hashem. I said, y'all can go to hell. I don't know who the hell you're talking about. I said, there's some criteria that we use. I said, if you fought with somebody in the thick of battle for about 20 years, their word goes somewhere. That's when this, you're trying to help people. And I realized they don't want no man. The brothers that was here was down in Houston too. And I'm giving the spiel, and I'm watching the crowd, man, and one of the Pakistanis' eyes is going around his head. He runs out of the Juma, and then when he come back, when I go out, all of my CDs, because I tell everybody, all the stuff I'm telling you is on CDs out there. When I go back out there a few minutes later, they all gone. Because I found them, he threw them in the garbage somewhere. What I'm trying to tell you is, we've been honest and true with everybody. Straight down the line. Ain't nobody been straight up on us. The doggone University of Maryland trio, when we were in South Africa in 2007, everybody know we got this whole plan to you may seem like a great plan. This stuff been in the works for decades.